What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have an in-depth breakdown covering Oscar Health, ticker symbol OSCR. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while now, you will know that Oscar Health is my top stock pick for 2025, and I have a lot of reasons to believe that this stock will outpace the S&P 500 and the broader market as a whole over the next 3 years. Now, we do have a lot of catalysts behind this reasoning, and we're going to go ahead and break this down by a step-by-step process. First, looking at the financials, talking about what guidance points are we looking at to propel this stock forward and ultimately to higher prices. And then we're going to jump onto the chart here, taking a technical analysis breakdown, looking at where we could be headed to the downside and ultimately where we could be headed to the upside. Now, with the recent market sell-off, we have seen Oscar Health get hit a little bit, but it has actually been holding up quite well in comparison to some other stocks that have seen like a 40, 50, 60% decline. Now, Oscar Health is still looking very, very attractive at these prices, and I do think that we might even get a more attractive price to get a lower average and more shares into Oscar Health. So let's go ahead and jump into this video and start to break down Oscar Health. And just a really quick word before we do get into this video, I do want to let you guys know that we have our free Discord linked in the description down below. You guys can join over 500 plus profitable traders, and we have over $500,000 in premium profits year to date. Now we're looking to target around $3 to $5 million, so make sure you guys do join up and do not miss out on that opportunity. First things first here, guys, I do want to take a look at Oscar Health's financials and guidance moving forward, make sense of these important numbers so that once we do jump onto the chart here, you guys have a firm grasp of how undervalued we are and how important it is for you guys to get these shares at a discounted price, also making more sense of our inevitable price targets moving forward. So, taking a look at Oscar Health, they are expected to have an EPS growth of 650% year over year. Obviously, this is great numbers for any company, but a company of this small size, currently sitting at $3.3 billion in market cap, obviously, this strong growth and speed of this strong growth is really going to propel this stock forward in the future if they can obtain these numbers. Also, taking a look at their current cash plus investments being at $4.8 billion, $1.5 billion more than their current market cap, obviously indicates to me that they are very undervalued. And with their revenue coming in at around $11.5 billion, being up around 55% year over year. Those are strong, strong points to me that suggest they're very undervalued. Also, currently sitting at a forward PE of around 13. Guys, there is stocks out there like Palantir currently sitting at 285 forward PE. So obviously this company is very, very undervalued. Currently, this stock is more undervalued than every single one of the Mag 7 stocks. I'm not saying that this is a Mag 7 stock, but I'm saying that currently their valuation is even lower than those stocks, even with this current market correction. So that is obviously a sign that they are very undervalued as well. And also looking at sales quarter over quarter, they are up 67%. So these are a lot of numbers that suggest to me that they are very undervalued. So let's go ahead and put these onto the chart and talk about where we could be headed. Jumping onto the charts here, I do want to first take a look at the daily time frame as we are approaching an area where Oscar Health is looking to get a bounce out of to complete that second wave move. Now, our two targets for that are going to be $12.61, which we have actually bounced off of twice now. So this could be a double bottom and we could be starting a third wave move up, or we could be getting ready to flush down to around $10.39. And I am hoping that that does happen as it would liquidate a lot of those longs, letting us get a lot more shares at a discounted price. That also would be an area where a lot of smart money comes in to buy up these shares so that once this third wave move does start, a lot of people would have their shares at a discounted price, as would I and a lot of our premium members, so that we can make a good profit moving forward, especially for this third wave move, which we'll talk about those targets in a minute. But I do think that once we are to get a confirmed second wave completion, we will then go ahead and reclaim this 200 SMA. And once we do reclaim this, currently sitting at $16.81, that will be my confirmation that we are starting the third wave move. And that will be when I really do start to ramp up my calls that I have for January 26, 2026. So I do think that once we are to reclaim that, we will then head up to this fair value gap, which will happen very quickly, guys. Once we are to reclaim this 200 SMA, there would be a little bit of consolidation, and from there, we would absolutely rock it. I do think that then we would see that fair value gap get filled at around $20, and then we would inevitably move up higher to our prior double top, breaking through this area at around $23.47. But guys, that's looking at the daily time frame. So let's go ahead and jump onto the weekly time frame and zoom out a little. Looking at the weekly time frame here, you guys can see that we are still in this beautiful cup, wedging down into the handle, completing the second wave move. And once we are to reclaim that 200 SMA at $16.81, we will start to accelerate higher to our third wave extension up around $45.19. So that is about a 330% move from lows at around $10.39 if we are to get that low. But nonetheless, that would be about a 250% move from where we are at today's prices. So that is obviously a great return coming by probably the end of this year, which is my target. Now, I do want to note that we will probably have a bit of resistance at prior all-time highs, but I really don't think that that will be much of a big deal. Maybe just a little bit of consolidating around $37, and then we push higher, completing that third wave move. But once we are to complete that third wave move, probably by the end of this year, we will see a nice drawdown back to around $28 or $32 for our fourth wave retracement, much like what we are doing in our second wave right now. And from there, we will see another extension higher for our fifth wave move, taking us up to around $70 exactly. Now, that would be about 566% from prices today, and I expect that to come by probably mid to late 2026, probably something more realistic like early 2027 to summer of 2027. But nonetheless, looking at a 550% return coming in the next 2 to 3 years, that is obviously something that we want to be in, and that is why I have gone ahead and bought in around 550 shares, constantly DCAing and buying more shares as the price does drop, because once this stock does really get going, people are going to be FOMOing into this stock much like they did with HIMS and other stocks like Palantir and what they're going to do with SoFi and Oscar. So I do think that this is a great stock moving forward. And I do think that Oscar Health is going to see a lot of bullish inflow coming in the next few weeks once we are to see this bottom come in for that second wave move. And if markets are to turn around, I think that this is going to be one of the biggest players for the rest of the year. So, guys, that was a technical analysis and financial breakdown for Oscar Health. I want you guys to leave a comment down below what you guys think of Oscar Health moving forward. Are you guys in Oscar Health? How many shares you got? What's your average price? Let me know down below. If you guys are playing this with me, I'd be very interested to know what your guys' outlook is. So, let me know down below. Make sure you guys do like and subscribe as always. Join up in the free Discord linked in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.